Hey guys, Dreadbane joined by Sapphire for game 2 of the finals here. Now, Starhunter is now playing the blue Zerg, joined by his red Terran colleague. Meanwhile, Glade is now yellow Protoss, and he's joined by his Zerg buddy there, orange. So, this is Monolith Ridge. This is game 2 after Glade and his partner took first. So, we'll have to see how this one works out.
Yeah, a little bit of friendly smack going on between these players, and it looks like Starhunter and Glade are both playing random, so Glade's got Protoss. I've never seen Glade play Protoss, so I'm super curious to find out what his Protoss is going to be like. I think that purely based on his APM, he should be fine though. But now Starhunter and Blind are down a game, so they're going to have to come up with some kind of answer, especially as they were so devastated by that proxy, and they were going for no gas all-ins themselves. So they were looking to do a really, really aggressive play, but they were out maneuvered, and the proxy cheese followed up by Bailing Speedling was just too much for them. So interested to find out what Starhunter and Blind are going to be able to do to play themselves back into this SCO Oceania 2 vs 2 grand final, because if they lose this game, then Imherbz and Glade will take it out, and they will be the tournament champions. So really interested to find out who's going to take this series.
You made the great point last game that this is actually, or the last game was actually how a lot of 2v2s actually are. It's a lot of cheese rushes, it's a lot of all-ins at the start. And yeah, it's good to see that actually come through in a final for once, because really they all don't go for 40 minutes, and they all don't mass battle cruisers and motherships as much as we love them to, because I would love to see more motherships. But yeah, it's a lot of rushes, a lot of crazy business starting off with proxies, so we have to see how this one works out if they go with the same thing.
Yeah, if you can hear us, Glade, please go straight to a mothership. That would be the best thing ever. Meanwhile, there's a bit of a circus show going on in blind space with all these probes and drones trying to interrupt these SCVs. Glade's probe goes down. The SCV was delaying this barracks, so this barracks got delayed quite a bit. Second barracks going down for Blind after the circus finally left town. Meanwhile, we are seeing a slightly different build here from Starhunter, finally getting his spawning pool online, saving up that gas. Curious to find out whether he's going to throw down an early Baneling nest or save up for speed. Looking like he's going to save for the speed right now before getting Banelings. Meanwhile, we're seeing one gate into Cybernetics core for Glade, so that's a bit interesting. A little bit slower there, but as opposed to getting pure Zealots, but it enables him to get Stalkers out, which is going to be a little bit of an advantage there for Glade. Now, the interesting thing is, from last game, they've really ahead in the mind games of this tournament series, especially being a grand final as well, and by coming out and opening with a cheesy, aggressive opening, they've kind of allowed themselves to do something like throw down this Cybernetics core and have a little bit more breathing room, because you're assuming that your opponent's not going to be as aggressive. So it's just curious to find out whether Blinds, who's going heavy barracks, and looking like more and more Banelings coming out for Starhunter. So interesting to find out if that's going to be enough to hold off Glade and Imherbz again.
Yeah, there's one Stalker like trying to micro against all these Zerglings now. As Imherbz's Zerglings come out and help, they'll have to retreat there, or else they'll lose everything. So we'll have to see if the Stalkers will pay off for Glade. I do like the choice, because of course it helps you with so much, as long as you don't get surrounded. So we'll have to see how this works out. If these Stalkers start laying into these Zerglings, and there's a bunch of Marines now. He's a little micro to get away from these Zerglings, picking off a couple more kills for each of them. One of them at 5 already. Going to take a couple shots at these Marines as they start to mass up. But there's a bunch of these Marines, and these Banelings are actually morphing here for Starhunter. So we'll have to see if Glade picks up on this. He should pick up now. So we'll have to see if he can do anything about it as they come rolling in.
Yeah, a little bit of a micro showcase going on here. Starhunter and Blind being pushed all the way back. Still hasn't lost a single Stalker for Glade. Finally now fleeing back. And the interesting thing is Imherbz's speed upgrade is online now, so he's going to have that speedling advantage, whereas Starhunter is still researching his. But Starhunter has a bunch of Banelings morphing in yet again, so he's got that slight Baneling edge as opposed to the slight speed edge of Imherbz here. But now Imherbz is bringing in the Banelings, and we are seeing a bunch of Stalkers now coming online for Glade, with 3 gates, even burning a Chrono Boost on his gateway there. Now he's got all these Banelings to deal with, but no speed yet on the Zerglings. This is a huge problem for Starhunter to deal with. He does not want to fight Stalkers without speed. There's the speed coming online now, so a little bit better situation, forcing these Stalkers back into their base, and these Banelings having a Baneling on Baneling time up top here, so that's bad news for Starhunter. 4 more Banelings slipping free of the net, but Blind's pushed into the base, might get this pylon, Baneling's trying to get all the way to these Marines, take out a bunch of them. More Stalkers warping in, save this crucial pylon that was a bit of a mistake there. And now we are seeing all these speedlings from Imherbz working on Starhunter Zerglings. More Banelings coming through here, but now Glade's reinforcing with his Stalkers, so I'm not sure what Blind team's going to be able to do to come back into the game.
Jeez, it was those Banelings really took out all those Marines in that one ball that really turned the tide for Team Glade there. That was amazing to see all those Marines just explode. Great choice there by Imherbz with a clutch Baneling, as these Stalkers are about to run rampant as these Zerglings are having Zergling on Zergling fighting action going on. A bunch of these Marauders and Marines now are going to start picking off a lot of these units, but there's a lot of Stalkers on the field now, more reinforcement, 3 more joining the fight. So Glade and Imherbz in really great position so far.
Yeah, crucial mistake there by Blind. He let his supply depot burn to death. You really need to send an SCV and repair that. Desperation micro going in here from Starhunter, trying to get his Banelings online, looking like these Zerglings are working on it. Finally frying those Zerglings while we see these Stalkers and Zerglings trying to push in this base, and that supply depot burning down has cost Blind. He's letting all these Stalkers from Glade into his base. If he had kept that supply depot alive, he would have been able to hold on that choke so much longer. But now bringing off his SCVs, trying to get us around on these Stalkers, but Glade is keeping them alive somehow. But Baneling even coming into their line, trying to work on these Stalkers, barely doing any damage, just taking off a few shields. More Stalkers coming through, as we're seeing all these Zerglings coming through, looking like Team Uni can taste blood in the water right now, and they're just sending everything in to try and take Blind out of this game.
Man, choice of Stalkers, very great by Glade there, and that's the game over there. Starhunter GG's. Wow, great play by Glade and Imherbz. The Banelings coming through doing so much damage there, and the Stalker micro just too much there for Blind and Starhunter to take care of.
Yeah, so Team Immunity, Glade and Imherbz take out the SCO Oceania 2 vs 2, and Blind and Starhunter put in a credible performance in second. Now, this was a 32-34 team tournament, I believe, so good effort from both sides. It was double elimination, so really good effort playing all the way through here. Lots and lots of games they had to survive, so good effort by both teams just being able to make it, and they obviously had their game plans which they really stuck to, but Glade and Imherbz was just too strong on the day. So good games for the finals there, and that's a wrap.